Welcome to the step-by-step guide on how to complete the Electronic Social Innovation Information System applications. In this video, we will guide you through the entire application process. Please note that the user who has started to fill in, the application is responsible for the entire application and its submission. Log in to your eSInnis account and select the call or which you are applying. In this tutorial, we will use the call Innovative Approaches Tackling Long-Term Unemployment as an example. When you enter the call, you will see two buttons, Calls and Start Submission. Selecting the Calls button will return you to the general call list. To start the application, select the Start Submission button. A new window opens showing the General Information section. Before proceeding to fill in the application, a few highlights. 1. Clicking the Preview button closes the editing process and allows you to preview the parts of the application. After clicking on this button, another button, Validate and Submit, appears, which allows you to verify the application and, if there are errors, provides you with a list of errors and, if there are no errors, you may submit the application. We will cover this in more detail later. 2. On the right-hand side, you will see a cloud icon indicating whether the application has been automatically saved. Also on the right, you will see another icon for navigating through the parts of the application. Let's get on with filling in the application. Please note that if a field is not enabled, such as the duration in months or requested grant amount in this section, it will be filled in automatically. In the General Information section, provide an application title, application acronym, and summary of the project. Be concise and avoid special characters. If a similar application was submitted under another EU program, provide details. In addition, please note that instructions for filling in fields will appear when you move the cursor over a field. Read them carefully before completing the application to ensure you provide all the necessary information. You can navigate between the different parts of the application using the Next and Previous buttons, or by using the previously mentioned icon in the right-hand corner of the window. Next, let's move to the Declarations section. Here, you'll need to agree to declarative statements. The coordinator is only responsible for the information relating to their own legal entity. Each participant remains responsible for the information declared for their legal entities, and if the application is retained for EU funding, they will all be required to sign a declaration of honor. Moving on to the Participants section, provide details of the coordinator, beneficiaries, and associated partners. Click Add for each participant. Complete all required fields. Please note that the participant information will not be saved until all mandatory fields have been completed. Once saved, you can edit the participant information at any time. Simply click on the pencil icon next to each participant's entry. If you make a mistake when adding a participant, you can remove it at any time by clicking on the trash can icon. Move to Work Packages, Activities, and Deliverables to outline project subdivisions. The number of work packages should be proportionate to the scale and complexity of the project. As you can see, the instructions for this section are displayed first. Scroll down to find the Add Work Package button. Click Add. After selecting Add, provide the work package name, pick lead beneficiary, and describe objectives. Please note that the lump sum for a work package will be paid only when the entire work package has been completed and all the deliverables in that work package have been achieved. Once the required fields have been filled in and saved, the work package information will be displayed in a general list. The system will also display a message indicating successful saving. Repeat the same step to create all the needed work packages. If you need to modify the saved work package details, simply click on the pencil icon next to each work package. Once work package has been completed, the next step is to outline the activities within it. To create an activity, simply use the Add button and fill in the required details. It's important to be precise, provide concise names for each activity and elaborate on their purpose. Also identify the lead participant and any other participants involved. Saving, editing, or deleting is the same as for work packages or participant sections. Once the activities have been completed, let's move on to the deliverables. The deliverables section is visible next to the activities. Just click on it. Once selected, you will see the Add button, and the next steps will be the same as adding a work package or activity. After you have completed the work packages, Activities and Deliverable section, proceed to the Timetable section. In the Timetable section, all the information is automatically filled in using the information you have previously entered. Let's move on to the Theory of Change. In the Theory of Change section, start by filling in the problem statement, social innovation goal, expected impacts and their measurement fields, and, if a target group is foreseen, the plan number of target group, if applicable, field. The information provided in these fields will be automatically saved. Then proceed to complete the table below. You will see that some of the information is also filled in automatically. For other parts, click on the pencil icon. After you have completed the required fields, click Save. Editing is also possible at any time. Now let's move on to the Budget section. Complete this section once you've completed the detailed budget table, Annex 1 of the call conditions. The details here should align with that budget table. A video on how to fill in the detailed budget table is available on the Social Innovation Plus website. Let's move on to the next section. In the Relevance section, complete the required fields. Remember that when you move the cursor over a field, the system displays an instruction. Please read them carefully. Information is also automatically saved in this section. Let's move on to the Quality section. Here you will need to fill in a number of fields. Some of these will be saved automatically, while project teams, staff and experts, and risk management will be saved by clicking on the Save button. Filling in the information in these fields is similar to that in the Work Package section, so we will not focus on it here. Let's move on to the penultimate section of the application, Impact. Completing this section is the same as completing the Relevance section. So let's move on to the last part of the application, Annexes. In the Annexes section, upload the documents by clicking on Upload Annex Document. You will first see the annexes which are mandatory according to the call. Once you have added these, you can add other annexes. Remember that you can download, edit, or delete the attached files. To change the name of the uploaded annex, simply click on the pencil icon. The uploaded attachment can be downloaded by selecting the application's preview button and navigating to the Annexes section. The application can be reviewed after it has been completed and at any time during its completion. To do this, select the Preview button and navigate through the sections. Once you have previewed the application, you can check that all the required fields have been completed. You can do this by clicking on the Validate and Submit button. Once you have clicked on it, the system will display an additional message, and you can continue by clicking on the Start Application Validation button or terminate the process by clicking on the Close button. After clicking on the Start Application Validation button, the system will run a validation, and if it detects any errors, these will be displayed. Please note that the application can only be submitted if no errors are found. To submit your application, click on the Start Application Submission button. You will receive a confirmation message upon successful submission. Please note that you can add other users to your application. To add a user, select Users and click on the Add Member button and enter their full email address. If they are in eSInnis, their details will be displayed. Then select the permissions you grant the user and click the Save button. Once added, users can be removed and their permissions adjusted. Remember that the user who created the application is responsible for the entire application and its submission. Please note that once an application has been submitted, it can be updated. However, this can only be done before the deadline specified in the call. On the screen, you see the steps taken to update the application. In addition, if the submitted application has been updated, it must be resubmitted. If the updated application is not resubmitted, it will be considered as not submitted and will not be assessed. Thank you for watching. If you need further assistance, feel free to contact us by the provided email address.